All right, we know the Oscars isn't going to put this in the top 10 movies to be nominated for Best Picture. I don't know why. They just won't. They're going to put Emilia Perez in there. They're going to put Wicked in there. They're going to put just things that don't deserve to be. Chase Liaki here at the Blue Futon reviewing Nosferatu. So what's about? Pretty simple premise. We are in the 1800s, Germany. Nicholas Hoult needs to go to Transylvania to do a final transaction because the Count, or if you want to call it Dracula, needs to come to Germany because there's a debt to be paid and it's going to be paid. Even though that's very simplistic, the debt to be paid is, of course, Lily Rose Depp, made kind of a deal back in the day, and now she found true love with Nicholas Hoult. And now Dracula, if you want to put it that way, is very much, she's mine. She's mine. And then, of course, you have Aaron Taylor Johnson in this one. You have Willem Dafoe in this one, and plenty others in this gothic, exotic horror. So, of course, by the intro, you could tell I really like this movie. And I still have in my top 10 for Gold Derby to get nominated for Oscar. I'm probably going to keep it in there because this could be like the Nightmare Alley kind of movie that sneaks in there. But I could be completely wrong, but this deserves to be in there just by the look, the acting, the atmosphere, and everything like that. You might be like, Chase, you're a Robert Eggers fanboy. Not really. Like, The Witches was fine to me. Lighthouse, I still don't understand that freak movie. The Northman is a uptick on that, and I really dig that. This one, though, really just was like, damn right, this is what I've been expecting, and I really did enjoy this one. The cinematography, the look, the feel, the exoticness, the gothicness. Like, I can't remember the last time a gothic horror actually worked. Even though, like, you have other movies that try to do it, they try to just, like, I want to say, like, shock you, and you're like, oh my goodness. No, this one's methodical. It's stretched out in the right way. It has the right panning of shots. It has the right shadows. It has the right look, the right feel. And it knew exactly what it was doing. Because you get these fast 90-minute horror movies or 2-hour horror movies that just, like, are there for shock and awe and, like, oh my god, shit factors. No, this is more, let's not do that a lot of gore. Let's not overdo anything. And I think that's where the movie just portrays and just flushes out, because there might be a couple instances of, like, movements. Like, one girl didn't like when a bird got eaten alive. But nothing was just, like, overdone. It didn't need to be overdone. And that's why I think I liked it a lot, because it was simplistic, but also complicated, but also just methodical. And you could just enjoy what was happening on screen. Like I said, the cinematography looks damn good. The sound design, pretty damn good, though. Just the feel of the movie of gothicness really works. And it was just fantastic. Like, it is something where you're just like a breath of fresh air. Yes, there have been plenty of Dracula stories, and Nosferatu I have up here as well from Kino, which, of course, from 100 years ago, which is absolutely crazy. It took 100 years to remake this movie, and it was probably a scary just thing to put in this. And the rats, like, these are all real rats, and I found that fascinating. And I feel like there was very little CGI. Of course, there's going to be some in the background with the ships and everything like that, but just the look of the feel is just, gosh dang good. You might be wondering, is this a movie that is like Baby Girl, where it's like over-sexualized? No. Yes, there's sexual undertones in this movie, but it ain't no Luca Guerrero like Challengers or Call Me By Your Name, where it's like the undertone is just like kind of like overdone. No, here you know what's happening, but it is shot in such a way where you're like, okay, it needs to be in the movie. And that's the thing, is like when you have Challengers, when the two dudes are like making out with each other, or like they're like basically the chiro with each other, you can tell there's sexual undertones. Here, it felt right. It felt like it pushed this movie forward, especially with the last shot too, where like she's sacrificing herself and things like that, where you're just like, oh my gosh, how it's shot, how it's done. And Bill Skarsgård, holy crap. Like, the makeup in this movie is top notch. Just, oh my god. Like, it sucks the audience in. And this isn't a movie where when you leave, you're hyped. You're hyped for this movie. No, you leave this movie going, I experienced something that I haven't experienced in quite some time when going to cinema. Like, this is cinema. And Robert Eggers, congratulations. Like, this is a top 10 movie, in my opinion. It was subtle, yet shocking. It is smooth, yet tense. It just throws you all over the place, but it isn't so janky where you're just like, ugh, no. This is subtle, it's fantastic, and it deserves plenty of Oscar nominations and plenty of wins. But unfortunately, I don't see the Oscars going for this. It's just a freaking appointment. So Nosferatu will receive a 5 out of 5 of Futons, which equals at 100%. Let's see what the critics' news scores gave this one. Critics at 86% with 217 of them. Audience score 76 with 250,000 critic consensus. Marvelously orchestrated by director Robert Eggers, Nosferatu is a behemoth of a horror film that is equal parts repulsive and seductive. Repulsive. Interesting. I don't know if people just don't have... See, this is where I have this is not like the TikTok movies, and I think you have people like, this is boring, this is boring, this is boring. No, this is methodical. This is cinema. This is Martin Scorsese's cinema. 186.76. Chase out here at the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Blue Topia. You Blue Tony. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. For just take tomorrow week for a month or a year for a freaking one of you. And yes, I am not usually on the Robert Eggers bandwagon, but this one doesn't. Ari Aster, I haven't been on his bandwagon yet either. I'm sorry, Hereditary, overrated.